Metpalli Khaddar, wood carvings of Kalahasti and Madhavamala, tribal jewelry of Devarakonda. These are all products of traditional industries which are part of our rich Indian heritage. All these products are eco-friendly and have great potential for growth and export. Rejuvenation of these traditional industries will certainly generate employment opportunities in rural areas. To revive the traditional industries and to render them more productive and competitive, Government of India launched a program called Scheme of Fund for Regeneration of Traditional Industries, Sfurti. A traditional industry means an activity which produces marketable products using locally available raw material and skills and indigenous technology. The Union Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises have implemented the scheme in collaboration with state governments and non-governmental organizations. For decades, Khadi and Village Industries Commission has been functioning as the nodal agency to plan, promote, organize and assist the village and traditional industries.
KVIC is meant for, based on Mahatma Gandhi philosophy. So, wherever the traditional industries are there, we have to encourage. For that purpose only, we encourage one Sirisilla Khadi cluster for Khadi program, and second is wood carving cluster for artisans of wood carving artisans.
As part of the promotional activity, KVIC is engaged in capacity building of the artisans through infrastructure development, artisan training for skill development, exposure visits, new product designs, product promotion and marketing programs, and very importantly, providing required tools and equipment. Khadi and Village Industries Commission, Hyderabad, is responsible for overall implementation of Sfurti program in collaboration with National Institute for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Hyderabad, the designated technical agency.
NIMSME, with its rich experience in cluster development, has been supporting 6 Khadi clusters and 4 village industry clusters under Sfurti. Initially, we have trained cluster development executives, nodal officers and representatives of implementing agencies on Sfurti. Based on cluster analysis, we have supported CDEs and implementing agencies for preparation of strategic action plans and then supported in implementation of the project.
Currently, Khadi and Village Industries Commission is actively involved in revitalizing 4 traditional industry clusters in Andhra Pradesh. They are Metpalli Khadi Cluster, Sri Kalahasti Wood Carving Cluster, Devarakonda Tribal Jewelry Cluster and Hindupur Agarbatti Cluster. Under the Sfurti program, the implementing agency has identified and appointed a cluster development executive exclusively for each cluster. He or she should be present in the cluster full-time and is responsible for implementation of the scheme in coordination with all other stakeholders.
నేను నిమ్స్మేలో ట్రైనింగ్ చేశాను. ఆ తర్వాత బేసిక్స్ మా టెక్నికల్ ఏజెన్సీ వారితో కలిసి ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఆర్టిజన్స్ యొక్క స్థితిగతులు వాళ్ళను డయాగ్నోసిస్ స్టడీ రూపంలో తయారు చేసి ఆ విధంగా ఒక యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్, వారి యొక్క బెనిఫిట్స్ కొరకు యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ తయారు చేసి వారి యొక్క సజెషన్స్ ప్రకారం, వారి యొక్క డైరెక్షన్స్ ప్రకారం ఆర్టిజన్స్కి ట్రైనింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కొన్ని కండక్ట్ చేశాము.
Gandhiji believed that Khadi is the only way to make people self-reliant, and it would also sustain village reconstruction. While Khadi became synonymous with freedom struggle, the charkha symbolized nationalism and self-reliance. Khadi or khaddar is hand-spun and hand-woven cloth. The raw materials may be cotton, silk or wool, which are spun into threads on a spinning wheel called a charkha. Khadi weaving is labor-intensive. It is a versatile fabric, cool in summer and warm in winter. First, farmers pick cotton and remove the seeds. This is rolled into slivers in a process known as ginning. These slivers are spun into yarn on a spinning wheel called charkha. The threads are then boiled, dyed in different colors, and hand-woven on a loom into cloth. At present, khadi forms only 1% of the total cloth produced in India, and the khadi sector provides employment to 40 lakh people in the country. Sfurti program aims at providing regular employment, improving socio-economic conditions, and enhancing productivity of artisans through identified interventions.
The marketing point of view, the designs they have developed have fetched very good name in the market, and especially from different states. School uniform purpose, they are getting orders from this Medpalli Khadi Gramodyog Pratishthan. And with this Sfurti interventions, more than 500 people have got employment opportunities through Medpalli Khadi Gramodyog Pratishthan.
Medpalli Khadi cluster stands as a perfect example of Sfurti's successful interventions. Sfurti allocated 122 lakh rupees for Medpalli Khadi cluster development. Under Sfurti program, more than 1,000 artisans are getting continuous employment. One of the important interventions includes replacement of old charkhas and handlooms with new items. 340 new charkhas and 65 improved looms were purchased. A common facilities center is constructed, and important machineries like winding machines, warping machine, jigger machine, water softener machine, squeezing and hydro yarn extractor were placed. Several training programs were conducted for capacity building of artisans on aspects like new design technology, skill development, product improvement, and novel marketing strategies. Need-based trainings have been provided to 547 artisans, whereas 255 artisans got opportunity to visit various clusters located at Srikakulam, Hubli, Wardha, Delhi, Nanded, Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Gondal, Patayur, Tirupur, Kozhikode and Madurai. Average increase in weavers' wages 60%. Average increase in spinners' wages 25%.
సంస్థలా నేను కాజి రాట్నము వడుకుతున్నాను. 10 పాత రాట్నాల మీద 20 షిట్టెలు తీస్తూ అవి బాగా లేవని బరువు ఉన్నాయని కొత్త రాట్నాలు తీసుకొచ్చినాక తర్వాత 25 షిట్టెలు తీస్తున్నాం. మాకు ఈ రాట్నాలు వచ్చిన కాడికి వెళ్ళి 10-15 రూపాయలు ఎక్కువ వస్తున్నాయి.
Strengthening of marketing strategies, improved product sales. More than 40 new designs have been introduced by the craftsmen. Finished goods are marketed across India. Artisans are sent on visits to other craft centers so that they are exposed to novel methods and techniques. They are also encouraged to participate in exhibitions so that their products get introduced in other markets, and they would also understand the market trends. Health camps are conducted for the artisans. To enhance sales, 2 marketing outlets have been renovated in Hyderabad and Karimnagar. Sanchar Khadi Bhandar, a mobile van selling khadi, was also introduced. Economic conditions of the artisans have improved by these interventions. Thrust of the intervention is on making the products market-driven, sustainable, profitable and competitive globally.
నేను 30 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి చేతి ముగ్గం నేసిన. ఇప్పుడు 3 సంవత్సరాల ఈ ముగ్గం నేస్తున్నా. నాకు రోజుకొక్కటికి అప్పుడు 100 రూపాయలు పడ్డది. ఇప్పుడు ఇది నేస్తుంటే 150 రూపాయలు పడుతుంది. దానికంటే ఇదే మంచిగా ఉన్నది. దీనిలోనే మంచిగా ముగ్గం నేస్తున్నాను.
Khadi Gramodyog officials frequently visit these clusters and interact with all stakeholders. They review activities of cluster and suggest ways to improve its performance. Medpalli Khadi Gramodyog is striving hard for the welfare of these artisans in the cluster. The staff is always ready to attend to the immediate needs of the artisans.
ఎన్నో స్కీములు వచ్చినాయి కానీ ఈ స్ఫూర్తి స్కీమ్ ద్వారా మేము ఎంతో డెవలప్ అయినాము. ఈ స్కీమ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కొరకు మా చైర్మన్ గారు కూడా ఎంతో కృషి చేస్తున్నారు.
Indian fashion designers were also roped in to promote khadi. Many Indian fashion designers believe that khadi is India's answer to Egyptian cotton and linen. wood carving craft is one of the ancient traditional arts predominantly pursued in South India. Every temple in South India stands as a mute witness to the devotional fervour of the wood carving artisans. In Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh, this craft is practiced extensively in villages of Srikalahasti, Madhavamala, Pallamala, Bonupalli, MD Puttur and several other villages. Approximately 1,000 craftsmen are practicing the art form in this area. They are all engaged in carving out figurines of Hindu deities. The Kalahasti wood craft is a tradition continuing for more than 200 years in artisan families. The delicately chiseled and brightly painted wooden figurines of Sri Kalahasti achieved great reputation in the world of arts.
ఒక బొమ్మను తయారు చేయాలంటే మినిమం చిన్న బొమ్మను తయారు చేయాలంటే 3 రోజులు పడుతుంది. ఇంకా దాని మీద పెద్ద తయారు చేయాలంటే 10 రోజులు పట్టచ్చు, 15 రోజులు పడుతుంది. 6 నెలలు పట్టేదానికి కూడా పెద్ద బొమ్మలు తయారు చేయాలంటే 6 నెలలు. డోర్ కార్వింగ్స్ ఫేమస్గా తయారు చేయాలి, మంచి వర్క్ చేయాలంటే 1 ఇయర్ కూడా పట్టే వర్క్ కూడా ఉంది. అటువంటివి కూడా తయారు చేసి మేము పంపుతూ ఉంటాము. మార్కెటింగ్ మాకు బాగానే ఉంది.
The cluster achieved a remarkable place in the domestic as well as international markets for its enchanting collection of wooden, decorative and gift items.
Implementing one scheme like Sfurti from KVIC, it was started in Erpedu and Renugunta Mandal. We are covering 600 artisans of wood carving families in this cluster.
A wood carver begins his work by selecting a chunk of wood which is of the approximate size and shape of the figure he or she wishes to create. The type of wood is important. Hardwood is more difficult to shape but has greater luster and longevity. Softer woods may be easier to carve but are less resistant to damage. Once the sculptor has selected the wood, he begins a general shaping process using gouges of various sizes. After general shape is made, the carver may use a variety of tools for creating details. Later, the wood carver finishes the surface. The texture left by shallow gouges gives life to the carving surface, and many carvers prefer this tooled finish. After the carving and finishing is completed, the artist may seal and color the wood with a variety of natural oils and colors. On behalf of Sfurti, several training and skill development programs are conducted for the artisans.
We are already started a skill development program and also skill upgradation programs, and also conducted a study tour to develop the wood carving of Tamil Nadu style and Sarangpur, which is having very good market in the international market.
A common facility center is constructed with the help of Sfurti. New equipment and machinery is procured. The artisans are taken on exposure visits to Tamil Nadu and Sarangpur in Uttar Pradesh, where similar art forms are being practiced. The artisans are likely to pick up several novel ideas during such visits. Product design workshops are also conducted for 15 days. The artisans get exposed to national and international market trends while participating in national and international exhibitions. Permanent showrooms were opened in Shilparamam, Hyderabad and in RK Beach, Visakhapatnam. New marketing strategies help the artisans to improve the sale of products. Raw material is being supplied to these artisans thanks to Sfurti program. Lepakshi, a state government-owned emporium, places orders with these artisans and procures woodcraft products.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ కేవీఎస్ వాళ్ళ ద్వారా మాకు లోన్లు ఇచ్చారు. ఈ లోన్ల వల్ల మేము ఏరే వాళ్ళని పోయి ఆశించాల్సిన అవసరం లేకుండా మా సొంత కాళ్ళ మీద మేము సంపాదించుకోగలుగుతున్నాము. అప్పుడు 10,000 అనేది ఇవ్వద్దు, 15,000 రూపాయలు, 17,000 రూపాయల దాకా సంపాదించుకొని మా స్వయం కృషితో బతుకుతా ఉన్నాం సార్.
Thanks to Sfurti, marketing strategies help the artisans to improve the sale of products. Raw material is being supplied to these artisans thanks to Sfurti program. Lepakshi, a state government-owned emporium, places orders with these artisans and procures woodcraft products.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ కేవీఎస్ వాళ్ళ ద్వారా మాకు లోన్లు ఇచ్చారు. ఈ లోన్ల వల్ల మేము ఏరే వాళ్ళని పోయి ఆశించాల్సిన అవసరం లేకుండా మా సొంత కాళ్ళ మీద మేము సంపాదించుకోగలుగుతున్నాము. అప్పుడు 10,000 దిగిపోద్దు, 15,000 రూపాయలు, 17,000 రూపాయల దాకా సంపాదించుకొని మా స్వయం కృషితో బతుకుతా ఉన్నాం సార్.
Thanks to Sfurti program, these artisans are able to earn wages ranging from 200 to 300 rupees per day. There is a visible change in their economic condition. Obviously, Sfurti seems to have re-energized them. Devarakonda in Nalgonda district is famous for its traditional tribal jewellery. The Devarakonda cluster is able to form 500 plus artisans and 22 SHGs supporting the strong workforce. Jewellery is an integral part of Indian tradition. India is regarded as one of the top exporters of jewellery and thus famous all over the world. Some of the common types of jewellery are bangles, hairpins, necklaces, earrings that are commonly used by the tribes here. Previously, lace jewellery was very prominent at this place. Of late, different materials such as synthetic stones, glass rings, mirrors, glass beads, etc. have come into prominence. Devarakonda Tribal Jewellery Cluster, under the aegis of Sfurti program, succeeded in forming 22 self-help groups with 500 artisans as members. Sfurti program is providing the unorganized traditional industries and its stakeholders with hand-holding support and the requisite infrastructure for production and marketing, thus making an attempt to revive the traditional industries and transform the lives of all those artisans who have been practicing various art forms for generations. Sfurti makes it a movement for skill upgradation, social transformation and economic upliftment for thousands of artisans and craft persons throughout the length and breadth of this great country. A lot is still to be achieved, and the benefits of this program have to reach the rural artisans living in the remotest corners of the country, eagerly waiting for helping hand. Let us work together for achieving our common goal of rural industrialization and making this program a grand success.